Hello. Um, I did the cold plunge again, and it was pretty cold. And I thought, okay, maybe I just go home without recording a video. But suddenly the sun came out, and I think I can do a video now without freezing. I'm actually the camera is put on my bike because I don't have a camera stand or anything, a phone stand. But it works. That's the important part. And I'm just kneeling here because there's nothing to sit on, which is not very comfortable, but we will get along. Yesterday I read a book from one of the instructors from this Wim Hof retreat that I was on around New Year. I wouldn't say it was a great book, and it showed me that I could write books too if I wanted to. Well, there have been some interesting points in it too, but not too much, to be honest. Too many, maybe. One thing that I remember is oh shit! I think my shouldn't have. So I can show you that one. So I turned the bike around and I put the camera here. Okay, let's see. Great. So one point of the book that I remember that I found interesting, I'm sure it's taken from another book too, that a child that wants to learn how to walk upright needs about 8,000 tries to get it right. And if I think how many times we try new stuff until we give up, it's maybe we try it once, maybe twice, and then we go for something else. So I wonder if you would have the persistence that a child brings up to learn how to walk, how much more we could achieve than we think we can achieve. I would never thought that I would do these cold plunges. So today, actually, I bought a thermometer to see how cold the river is, and it said something like 3 degrees Celsius this morning. I was surprised. I thought it would be warmer. But I would never have thought that I would do cold plunges in a river that's 3 degrees cold. And it just shows me that we can do so much more than we think we can. And sometimes it's just the one next try that might make the difference. Maybe it's the business that we want to start, or the song that we want to learn on the piano. I think it won't take 8,000 tries, because we already maybe more capable of learning new stuff than we have been as a baby. And maybe it's just not that hard as learning how to walk upright. It's like, basically, it is defying gravity. So maybe that's even much harder than what we do than starting a business or anything else. I also noticed in the video I recorded yesterday and uploaded yesterday that before I start, I'm just looking around like this somewhere, and then I see it in my eyes and I switch the mode, and now I'm in the YouTube mode, and it showed me that I'm not really authentic on this video because I have to switch in a different mode that I was not in before. And for today I wanted to try to be as authentic as possible and not to get into a certain mode before I start the video. And I'm not exactly sure if that worked. Maybe it did. I feel like I'm looking around different directions because I'm too afraid to look straight into my eyes if I see them on the screen. I don't like that. Don't know why. So another thing from that book was about trust, and I found that interesting too. So it's that we should just trust way more ourselves, but also higher power. I think this book was talking about I think it was talking about a higher power or something. Maybe it's God, or some source where everything is coming from. I think there are so many different ways to describe this higher power, and I'm still figuring out how I would call it. It's maybe the force of nature, because it let grow nature and the plants, and decides about winter and summer. But I also understand if people call it God. Actually this morning, I read in the Bible. So I bought a Bible a few months ago because for a pretty long time I always wanted to read the Bible, but it's a little bit intimidating because I looked it up, it's more than 1,500 pages, and I don't know where to start. And now I remember. So I was still lying in bed and I was looking on my phone, and I was on YouTube, and there was something like Psalm 37, and I thought, okay, that's in English. Maybe I just look it up in my Bible, which is in German, because it's pretty hard to understand the English terms. It's even hard to understand it in German for me. So I took the German one and I unpacked it because it was still in plastic. So I looked up Psalm 37, read through it when I listened to the English version on YouTube. Yeah, but I did not read more than that. And I'm not sure what I got out of it, if I got out something. Yeah, but it's good to start. It's not very comfortable here. So where do my cold plunge? I always like to be alone because there's a reason for that, because I don't wear any bathing shorts, so I just go in naked because I don't like drying my bathing shorts every day. And I'm just there for a minute or two, so normally no one would see me anyway. But today there were 5 people, so I did the cold plunge naked again. And then I was just doing some breathing exercises. And when I was ready with everything and I was dressed again and leaving the place, there were 5 people coming by. So 2 from one direction, 3 from the other. And I was really surprised that that there were so many people, because I have never seen people there. There only one time there was one woman with a dog coming by. But I was sitting there meditating for an hour or so I was not surprised to see someone. But 5 people at once, that was a little bit surprising. But so it's midday already, and there are people, because it's Sunday, people are taking a walk along the river, and normally when I'm there before work, I'm there at 7:30 or so. No one is there because everyone is getting ready for work and no one has time to go there. Yeah, so back to the trust thing. So in this book, because it was from a Wim Hof instructor, he talked about going into the cold water, and what you really need is trust. Because if you want to control the situation, you just get tense and it's just not a nice experience. And so today I really focused on trust, and I try to sing a little bit, just a random, it's not really a song, it's just maybe a mantra. So I think it was love, commitment, trust, something, and a little bit in melody. But I don't remember the melody because I just made it up when I was there. So I tried to sing it and I tried to focus on trust, but I was just cold. I just couldn't sing anything. I was just breathing and gasping for air. And when I was a little bit in a controlled, well, I didn't want to control myself, but the breathing was getting more regulated and I was not gasping for air as much. I tried to sing a little bit, but it was really, really hard. Yeah. And I just stayed in there for 1 minute and 14 seconds, which is not very much, but it was enough for me. So yesterday I watched, was it yesterday? Or maybe Friday, I don't remember. I watched a video of this mentor that I work with, and he's just sitting in his garden and he's just radiating so much peace, and he's just present with himself, and sometimes he just takes the time to just close his eyes with the video running and to breathe, and I'm really hesitant to do that. I'm not sure if that's strange for you to watch me just breathe, and but for me, when I watch him, it gives me so much calmness inside. So maybe I just try it. I really have to switch off my ego again here. Sorry. Yeah. I really noticed that I'm still in this ego mode, and that if I focus only on myself, then I'm afraid to let go and really to show me that vulnerable I still want to control everything. Yeah. But as I told you before, I'm on a journey too. So this is just me documenting the journey and yeah, maybe giving you the opportunity to also start something and to relate to that. And nothing that I do is perfect, and I try not to be perfect because then I would not upload anything. I think if you would have asked me half a year ago or so, I would not have uploaded any video that I made because they are just not perfect in any sense. And probably when I look back on that in a year or two, I will just cringe and see how bad these videos are. And there's not really much information that I'm giving to anyone, and I'm just figuring out myself what is going on and where I want to go. And I'm wondering if that's interesting for anyone, but at least there are some people watching it sometimes, and I really appreciate that. And I'm happy for every thumbs up and for every comment and for every subscriber. And yeah, just yesterday I told a friend that I should be embarrassed. I have 10 more videos online than I have subscribers, which is yeah, it's crazy. But I'm still here, I'm still doing it, and I'm not putting too much pressure on myself, or I try not to do it to impress other people. I just do it for me. Well, but I also do it for the people who watch it. Yeah, I might grow doing it, and I might have something to give that is just developing with every video that I make, and yeah, I'm excited for that. Yeah, the wind is picking up a little. I'm getting a little bit cold, so I will stop it here and ride back home. Alright, I wish you a wonderful rest of the